All right. Like Christmas, people. Whatever it is, it's a big boy. Let's get started with this, see what we got here. Actually, I've been watering at the mouth since I first saw this knife in a review, because it's, for lack of better terms, an actual beast. It's, from what I've seen, it's big, heavy duty, mean, and bootleggers, this is an SCH F1. Just one big, ugly, nasty, well, not ugly, it's actually a good looking knife, but one big, nasty hunk of steel. What sets this knife apart is precisely that. It's a solid piece of steel. It's not welded, not joined, it's solid through and through. The handle is actually one piece with the blade, which allows them, like if you were a kid like me back in the 80s, everyone had to have a Rambo knife, the old-fashioned survival knife, you know, with the little fishing kit and stuff in the handle. Why they were really cool, every kid knew. After playing with them a little rough, they were junk. They usually broke at the hilt, the blade snapped off, or the blade was so cheap of steel, it snapped itself. Well, Schrade reinvented that concept. And by making the knife out of one solid piece of steel, they were able to accomplish that successfully. Oh wow, check that out. I know you can't see, I'll do a little up close review later, but inside the handle is a complete mini tool set with little screwdriver bits, star bits, flathead, Phillips, etc. A few other pieces. That's included. But you can also switch that out and fill it with whatever you want. Fire, steel, fishing, little fishing kit, sewing kit, button magnet, whatever you figure you'd need in your knife. Now there are a couple different options in this knife, but the one I really like from viewing it is this, and it's called the Spear Point. Again, it's a SCH F1 tactical spear point. You see, it's in that gunmetal gray. Don't know what type of coating it is, not sure. I'll do some research on that too. But this thing is a beast. It's a big, thick piece of steel. So, in tactical applications or bushcraft or survival applications where you would have to do some batoning, chopping, it's another thing with balance. It's nice. Good weight. This thing should be able to take a beat. And from other reviews I've seen, it can do just that. But let's take a look at the case. Some people don't love the case, but it's all preference. I personally like ballistic nylon. Of course, you know, Kydex or whatnot are really nice, but also get kind of expensive. So what Schrade includes is the ballistic nylon. Comes with a little bit of cord. That attaches down here at the bottom, where you can tie it around your leg, or you could probably configure it up another way. It's also got a button and hook, button/hook and loop strap here that I believe offers other versatile carry options that you can use. And then of course, right here in hook and loop is a heavy double with this extra little piece of hook and loop. Pretty heavy belt loop. Honestly, this thing would be perfect hanging on the hip. I don't see no issue putting a knife on your belt, strapping it to your leg. Depends, you might have other ideas. Put it cross-leg if you're right-handed and carry, or put it on the left side, vice versa. Either way, it's not a problem for me. Vest mount, maybe, if that's your thing, I'm sure you could configure it a way where it works. Now then, again, the actual strap that holds the knife in is extra size, doubled up ballistic nylon, heavy duty. One thing I do like about Schrade knives and their cases is that inside, I don't know if you can see it, but right here they got a little plastic slip, and that helps protect the case and keep it rigid, so it's not flopping around, not bending. But most importantly, the knife isn't tearing through the case, because a good sharp knife will tear through nylon. So let's see how she fits. Be quite honest, like a glove, good tight fit. It's not going to fall out on you. So the one thing with the hook and loop that gives you where you can adjust it a little more. To your sizing and fitting and whatnot. Anyway, I'm not going to sit and waste your time doing that. The strap does adjust, so you can fit it and configure it how you want. But from an initial first impression, this is a knife that I would put my ass on. I would take this out in the field happily and depend on this as a tool for everything from combat to survival to just going camping or hiking, which we'll discuss that later too. But anyway, that's a Schrade SCHF1 tactical solid steel knife. Oh, one other thing about the case, so I'm sure most of you know, that Schrade does. These little straps back here hold on a little kit here, or a little pouch, extra pouch, that is hook and loop and got a little bit of bungee holding it. But what's nice is it would accommodate a smaller knife or a small multi-tool. It's a good size for a piece of magnesium bar with a striker, little fishing kit, little survival kit, whatever. But what I'm saying, it could accommodate, if that's your thing, for a concealed carry size, single stack, 6-7 shot magazine, 389 millimeter. Don't see it being quite big enough for a 1911, but a small single stack concealed carry weapon, I think this would be perfect for an extra mag. Me personally, I say multi-tool just for adding a little more to your kit for, you know, in the field, easy carry. Either that, even a flashlight, good little 4.7 or a Night Eyes or a Surefire, whatever brand you go, good little tactical light would fit perfect there too. That's a good option. That'd be an option to consider. Now then, something that's got me really excited, and there's a reason why. And honestly, it's the reason why I started this channel, which, like I said, this is a pre-launch, so we'll be going into that. But you can read in the description of the channel and pretty much get what it's about. And this is the piece that Andrew at Taylor Brands and me discussed because of the benefits of it for people that this channel is being made in consideration of. So anyway, let's check it out, and you'll see why. This is just cool. Say hello to my little friend, the Schrade SCH SP1 Tactical Spear. Yeah, right? Sick, ain't it? I know there are other brands on the market, but from what I've seen, what I researched, what I reviewed online and looked into, I don't think there's too many the quality of Schrade, even though they may all be similar price points. Wow. Let's might as well bust her open and get looking, because this thing is sick. Hate clamshells, people, but it is what it is, and I definitely want y'all to be able to check it out. So we'll do it bootleg style. Wow, I think I just about took a finger off. Way cool. Way cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got the spear itself. The weight, oh Lord. The weight exudes confidence. The weight just feels good. And this is just something that definitely make you happy having with you going out in the woods. Take a look at some things it's got. Of course, it has the heavy rubberized sheath to protect that blade when not in use. I really like that. I've seen some other companies that they don't offer anything that comprehensive or thick, so but I haven't reviewed them, so we'll just go with this. One thing I've noticed at the kit, this little black tube. Oh wow. See what we got in here. I didn't expect it to have anything. Oh, how cool is that? Wow. Be careful. Little black tube inside of it. Couple fish hooks, sewing needles, fishing line. That's kind of cool. Hopefully Schrade, I'm sure they do. Check them out, TaylorBrandsLLC.com. Not only Schrade, Smith & Wesson brand knives, law enforcement equipment, and a few other brands, but to me, Schrade is just an amazing manufacturer of tactical and practical weapons and tools. But anyway, this little tube, love it. And the concept is excellent because take this, and if you look right there, it's about perfect size. Slides right on in. And let me mention one thing with the blade of this spear, double tip, drop, spear point like the knife, which is just, it's thick, and the way it goes down the handle, these 3 heavy lock bolts keeping it in place, and it travels down, and a little bit of crimping, nothing substantial, but enough that when you get a grip on this thing, and notice it's got the paracord wrap in 2 places, so for stabbing, overhead, man, this thing is nice. But anyway, this drop down in there, comes with a little ferro rod tip. I love that. That is so cool. Thing with anything like that with the knife, when I was mentioning, possibility of putting a magnesium bar and striker in it, or a fire steel, or of course, like I said, a multi-tool or a flashlight, etc. Ferro bars. One thing you will see as this channel progresses and gets into the core of it is that one thing I will stress over and over and over and over is redundancy. And like I say, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. And I believe that wholeheartedly. If you got a ferro rod, you should have a blast match, a lighter, a magnesium bar, etc. I believe wholeheartedly in the rule of 3, where you have minimum 3 options for every single necessity preparation. And in emergency disaster preparedness, especially for those of you like me who this channel is geared towards, having those redundant items is critical in any emergency situation. You never want to be stuck with only one go-to item if you don't have to. Don't get me wrong, having one lighter in your pocket is better than not having any way to start a fire at all. But having one lighter and a little blast match it improves your chances exponentially. Anyway, this again is a bootleg tactical pre-launch. A little bit of unboxing fun. Some really, really sweet gear that I can't wait to put in a little bit of real world testing on. Do a full review later. One thing I do want to note with this, and I definitely have to pick up as soon as I can afford it, is I know for this model and their spears, they also make a tactical tomahawk. I think with the same handle configuration. But for this model, where the ferro rod screws in, I do know they make an extension tube. I don't know exactly how long it is or if it'll take more than one. I'm sure it will. But a reasonable extension tube I want to get, because what I see it for is, besides being protection and giving hunting capability a little bit higher out there, got a great hiking, walking staff or walking assistant for certain people that want to get out and do stuff that they normally can't, like go out and hit the trails in a park or walk around in the woods. So yeah, I definitely got to grab one of them to see how that works with this. But again, I want to say the great people at Schrade, thank you so much for helping launch this channel. Andrew especially, when I presented him the idea and the reason why, he understood and was 110% behind it. I'm hoping now that more companies will not overlook us, will stand with us and get behind us, because we are a demographic. We are a people that have just as much right at a chance of surviving and thriving as anyone. Again, check out the description and you'll know if this applies to you. There are great many awesome reviews out there, some that stand out. Of course, the one that influenced me to actually do a review channel, TNP, Nothing Fancy, thank you, you're an amazing guy. I love your shows, your reviews, your honesty, your candor, and your American patriot spirit. God bless. Another one, Prepared Mind 101. Appreciate some of your reviews, the way you go about the test, really cool. A few others that I watched too, but main one, nothing fancy. I consider myself a bootleg TNP'er, so, but again, thanks to Schrade for making this launch, or pre-launch technically, a reality, and for getting us started. This, again, is something that is from the heart for me, this project, this channel, and what it's geared towards, because not only is it representative of who I am and my particular circumstances and situation, but I know it represents millions of other American patriots that find themselves in the same boat as I do.